No fucking way.
Yeah, because like the explosion of anime is going crazy right now.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
like when people see this, they're like, oh, let me go. It's trendy. It's cool. Whatever. So now like it's just weird. I was at the mall the other day and like the number of like anime hobby stores type shit popping
Went
up
up. Yeah, went up.
drastically.
You know who I saw again back in the mall? FYE.
Really?
That shit was dead over here.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that went bankrupt, which I guess talking to the guy at the store, he said, yeah, it did.
Okay.
And then somebody else bought it over, and then they're trying to make a comeback.
Yeah.
I'm like, good luck when you got New England Newbury Comics
yeah.
down the hallway. Like,
Yeah.
you about to, that's a big fucking hill to walk up.
And that was always my two, FYE and Newbury Comics.
Yeah. FYI is my shit. But I don't see anyone in there.
Haven't even seen it yet, so.
When I went to the mall, I saw maybe one person.
Okay.
Aside from the cashier.
Yeah.
And I get the feeling that's not going to last there too long.
Just make a TikTok and it'll go crazy.
That's up to them, nigga.
Freaking. But yeah, the people in the stores, like I was in Newbury Comics too, and like the people walking into the manga section, you're like, why are you in here?
A lot.
It's a lot, but like the type of people too.
Okay.
Like, you know how like, so there was some girls, like some high school girls, right? And like, typically like the cool high school girls, you know how they're gonna look, right?
Sure.
Why are they in the manga section? And it's like, usually it's like the nerdy little chick or whatever, you know what I mean? But like, they're like looking at the figures and like the mangas and all that. I'm like, I would never expect this to be the case, but it's so normal now. It's like everybody's into this shit now.
Yeah. My sister told me that the house that she lives in
Yeah.
has like 10 people on it, and everybody watches anime.
It's weird.
That's weird, right?
It's weird.
And I was thinking the other day, like, I wonder when anime is gonna get too big. There's no such. I mean, you can't get too big. Is a term that gets used whenever it starts to get annoying to be a fan.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like that point to when it starts to get too big is when like New York Times start talking about it.
Okay.
Like
haven't they already?
Not in a negative like when they start looking for shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we all know anime can be weird, but I know, like, I feel like whenever those outsiders, big fucking people that write letters and shit, when they start writing headlines like, yo, this is gonna be the end of it, and trying to like politicize it and shit, which I feel like is gonna happen just because of the trajectory of how big it's been exploding over here.
Yeah.
On the money side of things, that's when it's gonna get annoying. It's like, yo, just leave us to be weird, please.
Have you started to become jaded to like the community at all?
I get jaded to certain conversations.
Okay.
Like, my brain turns off. It's like, I've heard that. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because we've already discussed this like years
a
ago.
gazillion times.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everybody has. It just wasn't on a public forum, so public to like
I kind of agree with that.
to have discourse. So everybody's like, oh my god, everybody kind of gets excited.
Yes, but then also since they're new to this shit, they're having thoughts that we already experienced.
Maybe. Yeah, that
So
could be
it's
it
like
too.
we already had the Zoro versus Sanji. It's like we're done with it, but like you're just not getting into One Piece. So it's like, oh my god, it's like we know, like we've been there.
Yeah, 1000%.
Yeah.
I mean, I think sometimes I fall into that some too, like, because I know that, for example, like, this is I got here Fist of the North Star Volume 1.
Yeah.
This is like a really old manga, and I've heard, like, I know of people when I went to pick this up that have already read it, but like, I don't know. I just know the game. I know of it. I know the meme that everybody talks about, the movie and the show and shit, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm about to experience exactly what they already have years ago, millennia ago. So I wonder if they feel the same way that I feel with the niggas that are coming in now watching all the shit that we have already been.
So was Fist of the North Star ever a Naruto in terms of like the poster boy of like anime?
Shonen Jump?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is sold. This is top 25, top 50, something selling manga over there.
Okay.
25 million units. It's like something really, really big.
Got it.
And physical, I mean, it's a big deal. Everybody knows. At the very least, you know the meme, and when you see the meme, you know the name and Kenshido and whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And like, you know that.
Yeah.
So I imagine that when older people see somebody like me or whatever finally getting to read this for the first time, because I couldn't find the scans beforehand. Fucking anything I have to say about it, they're gonna be like, yo, but I know, like, shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I kind of empathize with people having that conversation now, but I know that I'm actively turning off as soon as I hear some things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Yeah. It's just, I get it. 'Cause I feel like we're kind of like grandfathers in these, like, in this space now. Like, we've been around these parts. You know what I mean? and because so many people are just not getting into it, it's like we're seeing like the growing pains of like when you first like anime. Like we understand what it's like, and it's just funny seeing it happen all over again.
I wonder when the young kids are gonna start going from I'm done with some of the shonen. I want to get into some of the weirder things or some of the more obscure things.
Yeah,
and how that's gonna pivot in the masses
for sure.
And I think there's already a good amount of people that are interested in it.
Really?
For example, I think so. Yeah, okay. Because it shows on Right Stuff.
Okay.
The stuff that's selling really well.
Yeah.
Among these and fucking Chainsaw Man and everything that everybody knows are some of those obscure things, I feel like.
Okay.
I think that there's just a larger group of people that are interested in it.
Yeah.
Right? Which is why they brought back, like I know they've reprinted certain things, not just during the pandemic, but like closer to now that people thought were going to be out of print just because the demand wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I just think that that's just a result of that.
Okay.
But I think later on, I feel like that wave is going to be bigger. Like I remember when Bitcoin was doing numbers way back, and then
2017 or whatever.
Yeah, and it was like, oh my god, 10,000 and 15, and then everybody slowly started going down. They went from Bitcoin to Ethereum, and then Litecoin blew up, bitch, because that was just the next one in Coinbase, and it went up to $750 per fucking whatever, and then they just started going like trickling down to all the others. I feel like anime is gonna be the same thing.
Okay, huh?
There's already a group of people, a pretty big one, just because of how big anime is in general, that are already into those things. But the pivot is, I feel like, going to come out later down the line.
Okay. I think my biggest gripe with it is like, I don't know, like to deal with anime and shit, like the fandoms are very intense, right? And a lot of these,
I was putting it lightly.
A lot of these people who are not getting into it, they don't really understand like what they be saying. For example, my cousin was telling me that his boy was saying, what was it? Class 1A can take out freaking, what was it? Like, I'm missing.
Class 1A from Assassination Classroom?
Nah, Class 1A from My Hero Academia.
Okay.
They can be, it didn't say. Somebody, like, I think like, which character was it? Some like strong character. I want to say like, I'm blanking. I can't remember it. But either way, it's like these matchups, like it's just like people just
the recency bias.
Yeah, like or like the favorite. Like I know this, so that's all I know. That's all I can speak of. And
which we've been through too.
Yeah,
like, I know that we've been through that.
Yeah,
so I can understand, but I still hate it.
But it's like they don't really know. Like it's like they only watch like My Hero.
Sure.
So it's like, oh yeah, he could take out freaking Death the Kid. He could take out whatever. This dude could. This whole verse is like, what are you talking about? Like, and it's like I just want them to actually understand what they be saying. I don't know. It's just a lot of stupidity.
I feel you. Nah, remember when we were watching a redo of Halo way back, and we had one of our friends, we put on a couple of our friends and shit.
Yeah.
Which we were surprised that they even fuck with, and one of them was like, "Yo, this is like one of the best fights ever in anime." I'm like, "Yo, what do you?"
Yeah.
I feel like punching you through the phone, dog. What are you saying? And it wasn't the fact that he said it. It was the confidence that he said it with.
Yeah.
That I'm like, yo, you understand that, like, you've seen One Punch Man, right? You we don't even have to go deep into the B sides. We can just stick into the A sides.
I feel it.
What are you saying?
I feel it.
Shut the fuck up, yo. Like, you're trolling. You're either trolling me or just like really saying something stupid for real. Like, you're just dumb. So yes, there's always gonna be a group of people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I know one matchup was like if you put Killua in the My Hero verse, like where would he rank? And I was like, bro, he's easily like number 2 hero.
Yeah,
like, he's taking out Endeavor, probably Body and Endeavor.
Yeah, but you gotta think like Killua is doing what adults are trying to get to in that world.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, like, and he's 9 or some shit. Like he just doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, that's why you can't even do that in the first place. You can't do that. I remember when I forget who was here, and we were talking about I think it was Pop or Baron or one of them niggas on Dragon Quest, and then they were like, yo, like how does it fight against Trunks?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you can't do that. This nigga fucking Krillin's blowing up anything just because.
There's a space for it, but yeah, like some of these dudes definitely don't match.
No, you can't do that. I feel like it's very difficult, especially when you.
But it's fun.
It's fun when it's good.
Yeah.
It sucks when it does, when you don't know what you're talking. Like when you can't pick somebody that destroys planets sneezing to somebody that's trying to get better as a hero. Like you can't do that. I don't give a fuck who in My Hero is nice. Fucking Krillin is bodying. Yamcha's probably bodying any of them niggas. Like it's just different power scales. Over 9,000, you gotta chill the fuck out. Yeah. You triggering me.
You're right.
It's
good when it makes sense, when it's actually a good matchup.
Thank you guys for watching the clip. If you liked what you saw, if you like what you heard, please subscribe to listen to our main episodes. We'll link it down below.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.